Alright, for the border move, this is basically, think of it as a two spots. It's the triggerable and a range to move the screen, the camera inside the screen, or to actually click up to get to the edge of the screen and have the screen move in a set direction. So if I was to turn on border move here, let's go ahead and go to the properties so you can see this. We'll turn on visibility. And the basic set of these, you have the full screen width, full screen height. And, well, actually, let's go ahead and do both of these so you can see those. There is a make player wait, meaning that the when the player is in the air, like say for instance I walk over here and I trigger this one, it'll pause the player until the screen's fully moved to the next side, or you can have it where the player simply continues running around wherever they want and the screen is moving at the same time. We'll go ahead and do the make the player wait for the moment. The move time is going to be based in the tenth of a second, so if you want a really quick move, you could do 0 would be instant frame. It would just go from this screen straight to the next screen when you get to the edge. Okay. If you want, we'll do a 1 second movement so we can see that happening. Alright, and then you also have and we'll get to these separately, but you have an ease type, so you can actually ease in and out horizontally and vertically when you're using those directions. Alright, and then let's just double check that our states are turned on and for, yeah, so it's going to be on, meaning that it's just going to stay on, so wherever we navigate to, we'll be able to use that. Just so that we can have a little bit more visual cue as to what's happening inside the scene, let's do two things. Let's turn on the player's, let's turn off the player's gravity right here. And then we'll go to our blocks. I'm just going to use the eyedropper and grab a block. I'm going to make a couple more blocks here. So we'll do a couple of scene parts and pieces to it. So if we wanted the player to move into this area, and let's say that in this area we wanted a room that they traverse through, and they go back into here, and let's say they go back over to here like this. Alright, so we're just setting up a couple of pieces inside the environment so that when the camera moves we actually can know where we are. If you do this inside of a blank scene, sometimes it can be difficult to actually know what's happening. So I have border move enabled by triggering it here. When I get to the very edge over here, it's actually going to lock my character. It takes 1 second to get over, and then it allows me to continue moving through with this. Now, my character is no gravity, so I'm just moving around more of a ortho style. So if we were moving the character around, we get to the edge over here. Maybe when we go up, we see we have a couple of options. You could go down and see this stuff here. And let's go back up here. Alright. So again, just basic movement for the border move area. It was locking the player while we were going around, preventing the player from being able to move at the same time the camera was going. Alright, and so this will be our basic setup for this one, and then we'll just continue a few more of these through so you can see the different options for the camera with the border move.